So it sounds like the way that you're talking about kind of this darker energy, that there's some sort of integration that has to happen with it, so it's not just maybe dark for dark's sake. So can you talk a little bit about how someone might actually take dark energy and have it actually serve their relationship, serve their intimacy with their partner?
Well, we talk about two ways to look at it, which one is a selfish way. So say a man wants to have sex with his woman, or any woman, and she doesn't want to have sex. So if he presses that dark energy onto her, I mean, that's rape. That's rape. If he channels that through his heart, and that dark desire for her, I want you, turns into a gift, and that opens her, and she, surrenders and invites him in, but not until she invites, not until she surrenders, then that can become ravishment. So that's the bodily yoga that we'll teach people, is to channel that. I mean, men, that I want to fuck you into I want to gift you, I want to access this energy in love. And then you would never press upon someone who did not want it, who was not inviting, who did not, that you'd be so sensitive to that. So the access of that deep drive and desire for someone, because that's power. I mean, when men see a woman that really does it for them, it goes, whoa. I mean, they stop thinking, right? You've heard that, you're thinking with the wrong head. I mean, it stops thinking, but what if you can bring that desire, because that's powerful, and it is sexy to be desired that deep if it's channeled through the heart. So it's integrated up through the heart.
I think in our society, what has happened is that, in America, I'll say, it's been so clear to me, having traveled around the world, that we live in a puritanical country. And so this whole country was founded by Puritans, and so there was an agreement field, a telepathic agreement field of suppression of the lower chakras. And so what happens is that when people feel something like desire that he was saying, they suddenly blow open their second chakra, and it comes out with such a force that it feels very aggressive and it feels very dangerous. And like he was saying, it's not moving through the heart, it's not channeling up through all the other chakras. So it's like, I need this and I need this right now and I need it from you right now. And that feels like rape. I mean, and rape doesn't even have to happen. Women are so sensitive to subtle energy that they feel that aggression, and it's like, ooh, it feels very scary to them, and they're going to withdraw. And a lot of times men don't know what they're doing. They don't understand that they're moving it just from their lower chakra, and it's jumping around, and it's not safe. It doesn't feel safe. And so connecting what you're feeling from that desire realm, moving it through the heart, allowing it to be playful, allowing it to be a joy. And every woman wants to be desired. Absolutely. She just doesn't want a man that's just going to just take what he wants and not care about her feelings at all. So if a man is feeling that energy and is moving it through his heart, and he's playing with her energy field, most women at first will go no. But if a man respects her no and allows the dance to be there, and she feels safe, she might open a little bit more, might open completely. It becomes that dance, and that's a beautiful thing. So what we're trying to do is create a culture where you can walk around with your chakras all open, so that it's not suppressed, your second chakra is not suppressed and it blows open and it's inappropriate, but that you're in touch with it the whole time. And then you can be appropriate in your life and in the world, because it's important to have that driving energy at work, but it may not look sexual. But if you don't have that ability to push through something, you're going to collapse in a job environment and you won't be successful. So you have to learn to work with these energies, but they don't always show up looking like sex. But if you aren't in touch with that nature of the joy and the second chakra, then you won't be successful in life in lots of ways.
And the reciprocal of that, why don't you speak to this? Is the energy, the feminine energy, maybe at times in the program to be taken? Mm-hmm. So I'm not a woman, so I don't understand that. I want you to speak to that.
No, I mean, my husband understands my flow very, very well, and so I can be at work and I'm working, and I'm in my masculine, and I'm getting harder and more harsh and more angular and more bitter and more brittle and more edgy and more frustrated, and I'm not in that flow of that joy. And so, you know, he knows how to tease me and play with me to open me back up to that, to allow me to step back into that surrender place and to feel his playful sexual energy penetrating me. And I'm like, oh yeah, right, I'm a woman. And there are women that, you know, and I'm one of those women, and every woman is different. So some women want their man to like pick them up and drag them to the bedroom and rip off their clothes and make mad, passionate love to them for hours, okay? And then some women, that's a little scary. And so they're not 100% sure that they want that completely all the way. But it's good to be at choice about that. And so as the women that are out there watching this video, like, how much have you surrendered in your life? I remember one of my teachers looked at me and said, "You have never surrendered." And I thought he was out of his mind. I thought, I have so surrendered. And then 15 years later, I was like, I have never surrendered. I have absolutely never surrendered. And so that place where it's like control, 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 control. And it was exhausting and it was miserable. And I didn't even like who I was when I was controlling the environment. So the feminine surrender, I need a man I feel really safe with. I need a man that I can totally trust for me to open into that surrender. And the most precious gift that I have to give a man is my feminine surrender and my feminine devotion. But it's not easy for me to access, and a man has to be trustworthy and prove his worth.